Hey guys, Danny Moon here. Y'all call me what you want, as long as it's respectful. Um, this is going out to the collective. No do rag, just me and my head. I'm in a lot of pain, so I got a lot of back issues. So I'm gonna try to keep this short. I am gonna tell you that I did a whole collective video this morning. Y'all would have been so proud of me, but I got one card I messed up the definition of it, and so because of that one card I scrapped the whole video. I was so mad at myself. The energy is so fluid when I channel, when spirit gives me these messages, that I'm just running off, and I didn't really like take the time to look at the card. I think what I was saying is what spirit wanted to be said. But because I wasn't showing you the right card, I never want to give you the wrong thing. So basically, this morning's collective reading was about discipline. It was about sticking to your guns, and really following through on a decision. No matter how much you want to give in or go back, like if it's a relationship and if y'all are separated, or if things are not going well in a relationship, you have to stay disciplined. You have to look out for yourself. And you have to know when you are disciplined or learning how to be disciplined, you have to not think of the moment, because I'm always talking about live in the moment. Don't live in the past, don't live in the future, live in the moment. But when you're trying to be disciplined, you have to think of your future. This will benefit me in a month. This will benefit me in 30 to 60 days, 90 days. Let me stick to this because this will benefit me at the end of the week. You have to be disciplined in order to see results. You know what I mean? Weight loss is a big thing. And I'm trying to be disciplined with my weight loss and with a lot of other things. It's not easy. We're all human, but we have to buckle down. Okay. I just now, it was a lot more too. A lot of walking away from things that don't serve you, getting new jobs, um, getting away from this toxic and negative energy that you're around, and maybe you don't know it. People who you think are friends are really not friends. Um, Holding people accountable, holding yourself accountable. What else was it about? I did feel, was that the tourist? I think that was, I just did the tourist video. I'm gonna upload that after I upload this one. But if you're a Taurus and you're watching this, or even a Cancer or a Sagittarius, maybe even a Libra, there is money coming your way. It might not be $1 million, but there is some change, maybe a little bit more coming to you. $20, $100, something extra on your check or whatever, but there is some money coming towards you. And even if it doesn't come towards you now, come January, the top of the year, you will have either an abundance of money, or you will see a money flow. You will see change in your money for the good. Just put it like that. Um, when I was sitting here and asking spirit for the energies of the collective, it looks like my eyes are closed, but they're very open, y'all. It's these eyelashes. Um, when I was asking for the energy, the first word I got was complications. So, for everybody who is watching, everybody's situation is different. So your complication is different from the next man or woman. You know what I mean? So, but just know, by me just saying something is complicated, or you're having complications within something, whether it's a relationship, a business deal, investments, people, family, whatever it is, then this reading is for you. Attachment. See, I just talked about the last reading, collective reading, that I scratched or scrapped. It was about attachments. It was about negative energy. Now, please understand that most of the time that's talking about negative people, But in the tarot card, the devil card is negative attachments. And that could be anything from smoking cigarettes, littering, cursing, a mindset, cheating, whatever your negative attachment is, then you know this reading's for you. But all Spirit is trying, and the only advice Spirit has to tell you there is to notice it, take accountability for it. Like, even if it's other people, you have to say to yourself, okay, I've been around this person long enough. You know, this person talks about people. They probably talk about me. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to take accountability for what you stuck around for. And then you got to get rid of it. You got to release it. You could write the person's name or people's name on a list, and you could burn it, and you could release it from your soul. You know, you could light a candle, you could pray over it, and you could just say, please remove this negative and toxic energy out of my life. But you got to really, the thing about writing an intention or candle magic or prayer, which is self magic, is you got to really believe it. You know what I mean? So that that belief and that energy can go to the ethers, can go to the universe. You know what I mean? And so that they can take it away, because that's what you really want. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, when you are writing it, and even when you're feeling it and praying over it, you supposed to say it as if it happened already. You supposed to say, thank you, God. I'm so grateful that you took these negative people and this toxic energy out of my life. Now I am free and I am living my life to my ultimate happiness. That's just an example. But you have to write it as if it happened to you already. But if you want to just ask your angels and your guides and your deceased loved ones, please, to remove something, you could do that too. That's part of prayer too. But you got to take some type of action. You just can't sit around it. Remember, energy is like I tell people, energy is like Velcro. So as long as you sit around the negative, toxic energy, you'll start to become that. Because it's like Velcro. It sticks to you. You know what I'm saying? So try to get out of that. I have some animal lovers out there. We have some cats, but there's lots of dogs. Lots of dog lovers. Other animals too, just in case you're like, oh, I have a goldfish. Whatever it is. We have a lot of animal lovers who are watching this. Definitely a lot of little dogs. What else did I get? I got complications, negative attachments, discipline. Definitely walking away from what doesn't serve you, and that's negative attachments. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did get a lot of back issues, like either from the neck all the way down to the lower back, pain throughout there. And you could have upper respiratory, you know, either asthma or coughing or cloggy lungs or something like that. It could come from smoking or whatever. Spirit is just saying you gotta keep up with your health. Your health is a big deal. That was part of the collective reading also. Health, health, health. Go to the doctor. Try to go to holistic doctor. Try to use anything from the earth. Herbs, and more herbs. You know what I used to take, and I really want to get it again. Not that I can't afford like a subscription every month. It was like $30 a bottle. What was it? Grapeseed. It was making my nails grow, my skin great, my hair grow. It was so good, that grapeseed gummy bears I was doing. So if you could pick up something like that for your health, that would be really good. Anything with turmeric in it, ginger, you know, try to drink tea every day. If you could substitute that instead of the coffee, that would be great. Listen, just go to the doctor and stay up on your health, especially these dentists too. A lot of people, Spirit was giving me that a lot too. Like, when's the last time you've been to the dentist? Okay? All right, Spirit, what do you want the collective to know? not to sweat the small stuff, they said. So a lot of people are frustrated out there with small, and it may be small to me or to other people, but it may not be small to you. But Spirit is saying there's bigger things that you could be worried about, and Spirit doesn't even want you to worry about. But Spirit is saying there's other things you could be thinking about, other things you could be taking action on. And that was also part of the Taurus video. It was about having this motivation in your mind, but not really pushing forward with the motivation, not really like going for your desires, being content. So that's just not a Taurus thing. That's a lot of people thing. So if you want to watch that video, you should. We're not uploading. All right, Spirit. Look at that. Quick. Blossoming abundance. Did I not say? If not now, at the beginning of the year, there will be abundance coming your way. Money on the good, on the upscale, leveling up. Did I not say that? Blossoming abundance, okay? I think come the new year, a lot of people are going to be taking sufficient action when it comes to like getting new jobs, moving up in their jobs, getting a second job, owning their own business, investing in themselves, really having motivation to go and be a go-getter, and just bringing in lines and different streams of money. I love that. Collective reading, please. What do you want the collective to know? A lot of you have to get some rest. A lot of you have to rest. And Spirit is giving me more of like resting the mind, resting the soul, meditation, getting out of worry, getting out of anxiety, getting out of other people's drama. And yes, if the drama is being brung to you, Spirit is saying you need to get, again, with negative attachments, you have to take accountability, and by taking accountability, that means walking away from it. You know what I mean? Whether this person is a family member, a best friend, or whatever, sometimes you got to say enough is enough, you know? Indecision. You got to make decisions. That was a part, I don't know if that was the Taurus video or the collective video I did, but there was a lot of decisions that need to be made. The thinking man. So you might have, some of you or all of you, I doubt all of you, but you might have people trying to give you advice, wisdom, you know what I mean? Masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a male, but this card is masculine energy. So somebody could be trying to give you advice on your love life, tell you about a job or how to level up in your life. You know, Spirit is just saying be open to communicate back and forth. Also be open to listen. Don't be stubborn. Listen and try to put some of those jewels in your pocket. You know what I mean? And use them if you can. Door to romance. A lot of some of the things I was saying in the collective reading had to do with dating, and Spirit was just saying like take it slow. This time is your time to like how can I put it? This time is your time to really find who you are again. And it don't matter what age you are. Maybe everyone is coming into a new cycle. Things is changing. New people are coming into your life and old people are leaving your life. And you got to be okay with that. And like now they're showing me the Tower card. So like the universe, God, whoever, that's all the same thing. It's all under God to me. Is about to take something out of your life. You know what I mean? And don't get all nervous. I'm not saying death. It could be, but I'm not feeling death right now. They're just showing me the Tower card, meaning something has to be broken down in order for it to build back up. And personally, I just think that means you, all of us, as a collective. We all need to break ourselves down, really go within, really ask ourselves these hard-ass questions, answer them, you know, or let Spirit answer them. And then we have to take action, practical action, even if it's baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Somebody lives in like a toxic household. You, I don't know with who it could be, with your mother or not. Some of you don't. I don't know. I did get a little bit of mother energy, but I'm feeling like it's a toxic household. Again, you got to make decisions. You got to take advice, even if it's from this reading. You have to make moves. Even if you say, well, Karen, I can't just leave right now. We're not saying, Spirit is not saying leave at the drop of a dime, but they're saying once you notice that this is toxic situation, whether it's with a spouse, a friend, a family member, whoever it is, even your environment where you living at, if it's toxic, then you have to say, okay, I'm giving myself 3 months. I'm giving myself to the top of the year. I'm going to save as much dough as I can, and I'm going to move. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to live in a room if I have to. I'm going to move in. I'm going to have somebody move in with me. Something like in that energy field. You're going to have to make decisions, or the shit is going to be taken away from you, and then you're just going to have to build yourself up. But why wait for the tower? Why wait for the tower moment? Why wait for God to remove it out of your life when you could just make a hefty decision? You know what I'm saying? They're giving me the word ending. So, ending. And I touch my throat because I see this says 5th chakra Archangel Gabriel. And this looks like the throat chakra. You see? The throat chakra. So if we count from the bottom up, we have the root chakra, the sacral plexus, the solar plexus, the heart plexus, and then the 5th chakra is the throat chakra. So there needs to be communication with this complication, with this toxic living environment, with this spouse, with this family member or friend, co-workers. There needs to be, I should say, better communication. You got to use your throat chakra. But Spirit is saying, make sure you don't come off, don't burn no bridges, number 1. Number 2, be assertive, but don't be disrespectful. Stand your ground, but have discernment. You know what I'm saying? Always come at somebody with love in your heart, with love and light, for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? And then at least you could wash your hands and say, I did what I was supposed to do. I said what I was supposed to say. I laid everything out on the table. I wasn't disrespectful. I listened. And now it's time for me to do whatever I have to do, whatever your decision is. And you have to really believe that God is going to hold you down with that. Did I? Look. Walking away. It is time for some of y'all to just walk away from this toxic environment. Whether it's an aunt. I'm getting a lot of family here. But it could be a spouse. It could be anybody. I don't know. It could be a job. Maybe it's just time. Now, I tell everybody, don't quit a job until you have a job. Be smart about it. Whatever you walk away from, be smart about it. Make sure you got a bag. Okay? Make sure you taking practical action. Writing everything down. You got the bag, some money, saved or something like that. Make sure you have a support system, whether it's 1 person or 5 people. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But whatever you do, it's time to walk away. And I'm getting like hurt feelings. Like some people's feelings are hurt. First chakra, Archangel Michael. And this has to do with your root chakra. And let's see, I'm going to read this to you because I want to be right about it. I don't want to mess up like I did that other video. 35. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You are capable of taking action and moving forward on your path. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. Did I not just say all of that to you? Okay. Whether the card came up upright, I'm showing them to you all upright. So whether they come upright or in reverse, this is coming your way if you don't have it now. Stability in your own power to move forward, to further your life, to benefit your life. You know, I love that. I love that. Collective reading, please. What do you want the collective to know, whoever's watching this? The temple path. This is about walking your spiritual path. But I'm going to read it for you. And look, the bottom of the deck is envy. Didn't I tell you about people being envious around? Or you could be envious of someone, but you know, you only know your situation. So I'm sure you're not walking around saying, I'm envious, I'm envious. But inside, you know if this is you or not. But you also know if this is outside people too, being jealous and nasty and horrible. Okay? But then what do? You stick around it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's somewhere like at work or something like that, it's, don't never think you can't do nothing about it. You could do something. You can always make a decision to do something about it. Okay? Just remember that. 12. The temple path. Spiritual purpose and support. I told you. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. So, oh, and that, it's crazy that we got that card because that was a little bit, I was talking about that in the last video that I chucked about karmic lessons. Like, if you know, the universe will bring things back in your life if you don't learn a lesson from the first, second, third, fourth time. It'll just keep coming around to you. You know what I mean? So even if you're going through a bad breakup, or you're unsure about who you're dating, or you feel like someone's messing with someone else, like a third party is involved or whatever, if you keep yourself in this situation, it's like a karmic cycle. It'll just keep coming back to you. You know what I mean? Because our source, your source, might not be the same source as me. But whoever, we have a good, great, loving God. And he doesn't want us to run into these type of problems. And he wants us to learn from these problems so that we could take it into our next journey, our next chapter, you know, so that we can get it right the next time, you know. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know out of this? Freedom. Some of you need freedom. Freedom from this job that ain't paying you shit. Freedom from working all of this overtime. Freedom to do some self-care on you and love up on you. Freedom from this relationship. Freedom from this family. Sometimes you just need freedom of your own mind. You know what I mean? But that's when you really sit in your spiritual bag. That's when you really sit, whatever your spiritual bag is. Maybe you not into tarot cards. Maybe you into reading the Bible. Then you really gotta study the Bible. You can't just read it like a book. You gotta really know what these words are saying to you, to your soul. Dissect it. Really, like, talk to God about it. Your God. But at some point you're gonna have to close your eyes and sit still and just listen to what your soul, your higher self, and spirit, and your deceased loved ones, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, and see what they say to you. Sometimes you'll get some words. Sometimes you'll get pictures or visions of whatever, and you gotta like decode it. You know what I'm saying? But when you really take the time to work on yourself, you should want to decode your dreams. You should want to decode what spirit is telling you. You should want to be guided. Okay? Spirit, what do you want the collective to know out of this reading? I'm trying to be quiet because I know my neighbor is sleeping. So, Jess, if you're watching, I love you, kid. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know out of this deck? I get this all the time for every zodiac that I read, and it is understandable that I get it, because this card says prophets and ancient seers, decisions and predictive guidance. What this card is saying is that we all have a third eye. We all have these spiritual gifts that I do. We all can channel. We all can hear spirit if you want to. Now, this didn't come overnight for me. When it did come overnight, I had to practice and work on it. You know what I mean? But what I did was a lot of meditation and a lot of research. So we all have these gifts. And spirit is saying some of you are getting dreams. Some of you have deja vu. Some of you daydream, and then 2 days later it'll happen, and you'll be like, "Yo, I saw that in a dream," or "I saw that," and blah blah blah. Like, you are a prophet. We all are prophets. The bottom of the deck is up from the depths. I get this one all the time too. Releasing difficulties, because this is what's happening with you now. And if this is not happening now, within this week, this will be happening, where even if you're not releasing the difficulties and walking away from it, that you'll see the difficulties. And at some point before now and the beginning of January, because my readings are timeless, you know what I mean? But this could be happening to you now or up into the beginning of January. You will be releasing these difficulties. Thank you, Spirit. What else do you want the collective to know? I just heard, and I don't know, you'll know what this means if it applies to you. I just heard shady business. Shady business. So if you doing something under the table, illegal, something that ain't right, please always know. Physically, nobody maybe knows and sees, but God always sees. Your deceased loved ones always sees. The universe knows. It'll always, karma is a bitch sometimes. Karma could be great and karma could be a bitch, but it'll always come back. Okay? I tell people, walking in God's shoes is not easy. It's hard. It's very, very hard. But you gotta wanna start somewhere. You know what I mean? You can't keep doing things, not you, or even if it's people you know, can't keep doing little things thinking it's going to get you ahead in life, because at some point you will fall. Just some food for thought, okay? And if it ain't you, it's for the next, it's for someone you know. That's from the littlest thing to the biggest thing. That could be from just talking about somebody, you know what I mean? Or it could be from like somebody walk by and you thinking like, ooh, why he got that on, or why she got that on? Because that's judgment. So you should never have judgment over anybody. So something as small as doing something sneaky like that, from to stealing to the biggest thing, you know what I mean? Just remember, whatever you do in the dark always comes to light. Spirit, collective reading. What do you want them to know? And stop selling yourself short, y'all. Spirit is saying stop selling yourself short. Stop thinking like, I don't know what type of example I could give to you, but if you know what I mean, stop selling yourself short. Know your worth and know that you are better than whatever this is that you in. That's all I can say. You deserve way better than that. And say if it's, you just deserve way better than that. And I think y'all just apply that to you if you in something that you shouldn't be in, okay? I'm in a lot of pain, y'all. That's why I need to just cut this short. Spirit, collective, what do you want them to know? I always get this one too. Oh, no. Oh, see? This says family tree, expansion, legacy. So some of you could be pregnant, or this card could just symbolize family that you're having trouble with, or maybe you're expanding your family. You know what I mean? Family tree, expansion, legacy. What is your legacy? What are you trying to leave behind? And you know, when I look at this card, I'm really seeing like deceased loved ones are watching you. And even when you lose someone, you think it like your family gets shorter when you lose someone, but you're expanding. You don't even realize they're not gone. They're just physically gone, but they're energetically still with us. You know what I'm saying? The legacy still lives on. Collective, please. Achievement, completion, and reward. I love this. So some of you could have just completed a certificate. Some of you could be leveling up. Some of you could be thinking about getting a certificate. But my thing is, don't sit on it. It will be an achievement for you. So don't sit on it. The ones who got it already or in the process of getting it, kudos to you. Keep going, because this will level you up. I love it. I love it. Because I already told you there's going to be money coming to the collective. Some of you will have big money coming to you, and some of you are going to have small money coming to you. Child support, money on your taxes, more than what you thought, and some people are going to have littler than what they think. But my thing is, be grateful for whatever you get. Be grateful for whatever you got. Because the more you grateful for the dollar that's in your pocket now, then tons of dollars will come to you. But the more that you complain, I only got $1, the universe is only going to give you $1. That's how it works. There's laws to the universe. It's laws. You got to remember, God created this world. He created all of these rules. You don't think there's rules for the universe too? There is. Collective, please. Anything else for the collective? All right. Emotional desert, inactivity, and isolation. So you let me know. What's going on with your emotions and a spouse or your family member? Why are you isolating yourself? Why are you being a hermit? And a hermit is not a bad thing. A hermit is when you go within and do some introspection. When I did the collective video earlier, I talked a lot about that. The one thing Spirit wants you to know about being in hermit mode is don't stay there. You know what I mean? Being isolated and being within your head and going around and around asking yourself the same question is not going to get you anywhere. If you're going to do the hermit thing, then you really need to go within yourself. Ask yourself the hard questions. Ask about your trauma. Ask about the molestation. Ask about your younger childhood trauma. Ask about your adult trauma. Ask about everything. Ask your higher self about everything that you want to know. And then if you don't get any answers, sometimes you got to come out of your hermit mode and ask your mother, your father, your grandmother. Sometimes you got to do the research on your own lineage, on your own self. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and then say if you just don't get any answers, then you got to release that trauma. And then you got to look at how far you came. You know, where you're at now from then. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was yesterday. You know what I mean? If you still living, breathing, waking up every day, who you think that is? You think you're doing that by yourself? Not at all. Not at all. Mm-mm. I haven't used this one in a while. This is one of my favorite decks. Great. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know out of here? Yeah, some of you are dealing with like catty people in the workplace. People, women, I feel this is only for some of you women who are like, you know, when you at a job and there's people who like tell the boss shit or do little shit or pick on little shit. I feel like some of you or a few of you are going through that. Spirit is saying enough is enough. Take it up top. Take it to the boss. Take it to the higher powers. Pray on it. Write it down. Level up. Apply to different jobs. Apply to jobs within that company if you have to. You know what I mean? But don't ever feel like you stuck in the corner. You only stuck in the corner if you allow yourself to be stuck in the corner. And make sure you have a paper trail of everything. And make sure you go about everything on the up and up. What do you want them to know out of this deck, please? Look for signs. Look for signs. A lot of you are seeing 1111, 111, 333, 555, 1719, whatever the numbers are. You know what I mean? You are seeing these numbers over and over again. That is Spirit telling you. You know what I mean? Spirit is trying to say, watch yourself. Spirit is trying to guide you. Spirit is trying to say, whatever you're thinking about right now, go with it. You know what I mean? There's so many things. Look up the angel number. All you got to do is 222. Look it up. This machine right here, this Google thing will tell you anything you need to know. YouTube University will tell you anything you need to know. All you got to do is look it up. I mean, you could reach out to me and get a reading. This is a shameless plug, but I do all type of readings. You know, mediumship readings. If you want to talk to your deceased loved ones, I do full readings, mini readings, mini readings, and I'm super affordable. So hit me up at moondanny1976@gmail.com. It'll be in the description below. Give me 72 hours to get back to you because my life is crazy. And please subscribe and press like and leave a comment. Even if you don't want to write a sentence, leave an emoji or something because it does something for the algorithm. You know what I mean? And it'll do something for me and my channel. So I really do appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you. Spirit, what do you want to tell the collective out of here? Oh, yes. Again, about the health, y'all. Watch what you eating. That's another thing I talked about. Well, Spirit told me in the other video. It is time for you to detox your body. take laxatives, start pooping more. You should be pooping once or twice a day. Eating more greens, more vegetables. Do whatever you got to do to start cleaning your body out, because that will clean your mind out. Also, it's time for you to clean your home, like a real good cleanse. People usually wait till like spring clean or whatever. Clean your room. You know what I mean? Clean, really clean. And then after you clean, take an incense, and just go through your house and pray. Pray over your entire house, over the windowsills, the doorway, your bedroom, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you light candles, for real. Take all the warning labels off. You see this candle? I took the warning label off. I drew out no warning labels on your candles. None of them. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know out of here? They're showing me the Sun card. They're telling me that everything is going to be all right. Even if you're going through turmoil right now, you're going to be all right. And I'm looking at somebody praying right now, and that's all good and dandy, but Spirit is saying you should pray when things are good with you too. You praying now because you're going through something, but you should pray then too. And you should pray with the same intensity. You know what I mean? And for Spirit to be saying this, that means it's not happening enough. You know what I mean? Spirit, what do you want the collective to know? Yes, baby, yes. Yes. This is just for whatever question you had. This is just for any doubts that you had. This is just for, will you succeed? Will you be successful? Will you get what you want? Yes, yes. With all your angels, your spirit guides, your deceased loved ones, and with practical action from you, because everything is a 50-50 thing. So with practical action for you, yes. Yes. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know? They was also talking about opportunity. Look at that. Opportunity is coming your way with the yes card. Yes, I love it. If you was thinking about applying to a new job, apply. Go ahead and apply. In the other video, I was talking about how people were saying like, nah, I'm too old. Or a lot of people are content where they at because your bills are paid. You good. You know what I'm saying? But you could be better. You could always be better. There's opportunity that waits ahead for all of us. Spirit, what do you... See? Trust. Trust in your creator. If anything, just trust in your creator. When they just showed me the Sun card in my third eye, they want you to know you're going to be all right because they're going to take care of you. Them as your spirit guides, your angels, your deceased loved ones. God is going to take care of you. They're not going to let you sink. Even if you feel like you're sinking, if you feel like you're drowning in your emotions, that's your subconscious thinking that. That's not your conscious mind thinking that. You know what I mean? So you got to know how to turn that switch off. Is it easy? It's not easy, but you got to try. And it's a consistent trying, an everyday trying. Not just, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you. There's something better. I told you there is something better job-wise out there. If you're in a bad relationship, please know there's something better out there. And it's perfect timing. Right now is the perfect timing for you to take a leap of faith on you. Not on nobody else, on you. And you got to believe. I told you, you can't believe in your mind. You have to believe in your heart. Because when you believe from your heart is connected to the rest of your chakras. And then your energy comes out. And then the universe knows that you believe in them. God knows you believe in their angels and the divine. You know what I'm saying? But you got to really believe that you could get your business up off the ground. You have to really believe that you could make more money. You have to really believe that this is not the end all be all, this crazy ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? You just really have to believe. You do. And it can't be sporadic. It has to be constantly. Anything else that you want the collective to know out of here? For some of you, it's not the right time. If you was going to go off on somebody, go to work and go off on somebody, if you was just going to not use any discernment and just spill your guts to somebody, it's not the right time for that. Right now, it's time for you to spend time with you. It's time for you to get your thoughts together. Write down a practical plan. Start journaling. You know what I mean? Start talking out loud to God. Start doing affirmations every morning. Start meditating every morning. That is the right time. Right now, it's not time for you to just be all willy-nilly. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to show you this last card. Some of you are recovering from an illness, a small illness or big illness. You know, I hate to say the big C word, but I am getting cancer right now. Some of you are in, what do they call that? Remission. Thank God, you know, praise the Lord for that. You know what I'm saying? But let me show you this right here. Look at this card. Look what you got. Look what we got. You got the regular yes, and then you got the yes with the explanation. Let me tell you something. Anything you touch, whether it's doing jewelry, whether it's getting negative energy out of your life, whether it's going from one mindset to another, whether it's working on your spirituality, it's a yes, baby. It's a yes. Let me give you some romance card. The other deck fell all the way over there, y'all. So I got to give you the old one right here. But like I said, I do all readings. You could just hit me up. I got you. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know out of this deck? Look at that. Didn't I say it's about you? Didn't I say it's about you? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And it's not only in a relationship, y'all. That's in any area that you are having trouble in. You know, it's time for you to free yourself from that mass hysteria. It's time for you to free yourself from that chaos. It's just time for you to free yourself from whatever's not serving you. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. A romance of a lifetime. Okay? And even if it doesn't feel like that for some of you, if this resonates for you, then take it. If it doesn't resonate, then don't worry about it. But this relationship that some of you are in, this could be true love. This is the romance of a lifetime, but it might not feel like that right now. You know, sometimes you gotta exhaust all your resources. A pastor, going to counseling, having a different type of dialect, going out for a candlelight dinner, using games like game boards and card games to really get like the circulation going, the sex going. Sometimes you gotta spice a love life up, even when it's true love, even when it's like, I love this person but something's off, then you got to find that offness. You got to communicate about it. You got to try everything in your power to try to get it right. But then after you exhaust all your resources, then you got to say, okay, it's time for me to take my power back. It's time for me to regain my own energy, and we got to sit down and see what we doing. It's time to not waste time anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, decisions. You can't be indecision. You can't be in that indecision. I can't make a decision. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. I love it. A lot of you have a lot of pride. A lot of you is like, I ain't asking. I don't want them in my business. And that's your prerogative. It really is. You know what I'm saying? But understand that you have support around you. You don't have to hold all of these burdens on your shoulders by yourself. And if you choose to do that, please understand you are choosing to do that. One thing that God did give us was free will. So understand, use your power wisely. Spirit, anything else out of this deck that the collective needs to hear? Something else in the other reading that I was getting a lot of seafood. Like Spirit was giving me crabs and lobsters. So you're either craving for seafood or you had seafood like yesterday or something, or over the weekend, or you this week you might have seafood. The only thing Spirit is saying with that is don't overindulge. You know, don't overdo it. And that's with anything in your life. You don't want to overdo it. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is for the people who are dating, and I did talk about that in the last video, and I think I said it here. Spirit just wants you to take it slow. You know, don't reveal all your innermost, deepest, darkest whatever on the third date. And I don't care how much y'all chemistry is great or whatever. Don't reveal everything on the first, second, third date. Okay, leave some mystery. You know what I mean? Get to know the person, but take your time. There's no rush. You know what I mean? Another thing I was feeling, I didn't even talk about it, was a lot of loneliness I was feeling. A lot of loneliness. Spirit said there's a reason God is sitting you by yourself. You have to learn to love yourself. If you got to learn to love your mind, your body, and your soul the way it is. All my roles and all of this, I had to learn to love that about me. You know what I'm saying? Love the skin that I'm in. And then it takes you and your soul and your energy to a new level. And then new type of people come into your life. So just remember that. The bottom of the deck says, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I just told you about we all have to make these decisions. We cannot be in the two of wands or I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to just sit in my mess. Oh my God, we can't do that because then it's like a karmic cycle. You're just going to be sitting in it for months, like, you know, years. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's not going to further your life. There's changes coming this upcoming year. From now to this new year, there's drastic changes in people's lives. I'm talking about with everything that this world is giving us. You know, I don't want to talk too much about it on YouTube, but you know, all of this that this world is giving us. People who are leaving this world, you know what I mean? The government, just everything. You know what I mean? There's decisions that we have to make. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get up on top of it. You know what I mean? We have to start eating cleaner. We have to start thinking about our future and how we can live longer. We have to start thinking about these gifts that God gave all of us. You know what I mean? And if some of y'all are having crazy ass dreams, please reach out to me and we can kind of decode them or decipher them through a reading, okay? So very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I told you that. Boom. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's something that you have to ask your partner. That's something that you have to know and feel. You can't just, you know how, especially women, you know as women, and there's a lot of men who be in their feelings, you know what I'm saying? But you have to really communicate. You have to get down to the nitty gritty and ask questions that you don't want to ask. But if you in a relationship, then it shouldn't, a real relationship, then you should be able to ask whatever you need to ask, okay? All right, y'all. It's not even an hour. 54 minutes on the clock. Again, if you want to hit me at moondanny1976 @gmail.com. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm about to upload this video and the Taurus video. And also, thank you for the birthday love. If any of you are watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. I so appreciated it. I had a great birthday on Friday. 46 never felt so good. You know, you got to tell yourself that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my shirt if my friend is watching. And I love you all. Thank you. Danny Moon, I'm out.